everyone, it's me Taylor, and today I am doing my summer foundation routine for you guys. It's really waterproof, it has lots of SPF in it. My concealer has SPF, and then I do a sunscreen. It's sweat proof, it'll kind of just stay on in the summer so that if you ever want to like go swimming or anything, it's not going to just slide down your face. So it's really, really nice, has really good coverage, and yeah, also I do not explain my eyes or my lips in this video, but if you want a separate video on that, just let me know, or if you want a hair tutorial. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I only have 1 minute of battery left, so let's get started. So to begin my summer foundation routine, my face is completely clean, and I've already sanitized my hands so that nice and clean, because I'm going to be touching my face and I don't want to get all that oil and stuff on my face. So I've already done my moisturizer, but I'm also, since it's the summer, I'm going to be putting on this Acne Free Sport Oil Absorbing Protective Moisturizer for acne prone skin. It has UVA and UVB SPF 30. So this is really good because it's really hot where I am, and I don't want to get sunburn, plus I burn so easily, and it's bad. So I end up looking like a lobster, so I really need sunscreen, and a lot of the stuff I use has sunscreen in it just already. So yeah, I'm just going to rub that into my face. This also adds a little bit more moisture to my skin, but it doesn't make it oily, which I love. And you can get this at any drugstore. Most of this stuff you can get at any drugstore aside from my concealer and my powder. So now I'm just going to kind of let that sink in for like 30 seconds. Edit. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my MAC Fix Plus spray. I just think this is really refreshing, honestly. And it kind of helps my makeup stay on, since I do have oily skin. So I'm just going to let that set in. And next for primer, this is a really great option for people who are on a budget with primer. Most primers are really, really expensive. Like, I wanted one for the One Direction concert, which this could upstand like a pool, I think. But the One Direction concert, it couldn't fully upstand. It did stay on like 90%, but that was worse than the pool. I was going insane. I was like crying and screaming all over the place. But this is a really great primer for people who don't want to dish out a lot of money on one. This is, and I haven't seen really anything about it on YouTube. This is the NYC Smooth Skin Perfecting Primer. Sorry, my voice is always hoarse. You guys know that. I always have a sore throat. And this was only about $3 or $4, so it's super duper affordable. And if you don't like it, you could always just get a new one, which I love. So I'm just going to take about... And this isn't a silicone one, which is good because that tends to break me out. About that much. Put it all over my face again. I'm going to focus it where I get oily most. I get oily not necessarily just on my forehead, which I do get oily on my forehead, but on my cheeks really bad. And on my nose. So I'm just going to rub this in again. This burns. It's from the toner I use. That's why it burns. Not this stuff. This stuff doesn't burn. And this is going to keep your makeup on a lot longer, I've found. It works really well for me. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a BB cream, which I just started trying these out because I wanted a little bit more coverage, but I didn't want to wear foundation, and I wanted something that would stay. This is the L'Oreal Paris Magic Skin Beautifier. This is the BB cream in Fair. Looks like this. Again, you can get it at any drugstore. I think it was about $8. And it works pretty well. I mean, I think there are a lot better ones out there, and I like using my concealer also sometimes. I do this exact routine, but I just do the concealer part, not this. So you'll see the concealer, but I want to do the full thing for the sake of this video. So this stuff is really weird. It's like this white cream with these beads in it. I'm going to take about that much. Don't need a ton. And then I'm just going to kind of put it all on my face. Rub this together, and as you can see, as you rub it, it changes to your skin tone, which is really cool. So I'm going to rub this into my face. I'm going to put it under my eyes. And this has all okay coverage. It's not full coverage. It has light coverage, but it's nice. I like it. Plus, it's really affordable, which is really good. I tried to get this stuff more affordable since it's only for the summer, so I don't want to have to spend a ton of money on something I'm only going to use one season. Just rub this into your skin. And you have to make sure you blend it really well because sometimes it gets kind of in your hairline or it looks kind of funny. So now I can see my face has a lot more coverage to it. It looks a lot more even. And you could leave it like this if you want. But I'm going to go on and do concealer. So now for concealer, I use two concealers. They're both by MAC. This is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW20. And I also have it in NW25 because the NW20 is way too light for me. And this one is way too dark for me. But mixed together, they make the perfect combination. So this is what I do. So I'm going to take the MAC NW25. And also, the camera doesn't pick up all, like, the imperfections on my face, but anything I'm covering for a reason. I'm not just covering it for fun. So I'm going to take a little bit of this. I'm going to take it on my finger. This is the NW25. I'm going to put it on any problem areas aside from under my eyes. I'm not putting it under my eyes. This is the other finger. Just put it on anywhere that you want to cover. Or that needs more coverage. Okay. My face is really red today. I think I have like sunburn or something. I don't know. Next I'm going to take the NW21. I haven't blended this out yet. I still have like funny spots on my face. I'm going to take this. I'm going to put this on top of all those. Any of the spots I covered with the NW25, I'm going to cover with the NW20. It's a really strange method, but it always gives me really good coverage, so you should try it. If you have like trouble trying to get good coverage, try this method. It can't hurt to try. I think it looks really good actually. Now I'm just going to take it with my fingers. I'm going to blend it in. I find that concealer blends a lot better with your fingers. It stays on your skin more. This concealer isn't it's kind of heavy, but in the summer I found that with my powder on top and with the primer, I really have no problems with it sweating off. So you don't really have to worry about that. If you want to just go lighter, of course, you could just do the BB cream, which is what I usually will only do one or the other, but for the concert I did this and it stayed almost all day. Except I was acting like a crazy person, so I don't think they were really looking at how I looked. They were like, oh my god, what is wrong with her? So, on top of that, I have some red under my eyes. I don't know. Next, I'm going to take the NW20 one more time, and I'm just going to put it under my eyes. Because I don't want to put the NW25 as well, because that might make it look too dark, and you want under your eyes to be just a little bit brighter for the rest of your face. So that is it for concealer. I have some red over here. I think it's more of a rash, so I'm not going to cover it. I think that would like irritate it. So next what I'm going to do for powder, I'm going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder in, what color is this? Transparent. I think this is just like a transparent powder. It's not like the colored one because I couldn't find my color. So I'm just going to take this on my MAC Baby Buki brush, which is really cute. I also sometimes use a stippling brush for this. I think this works really well with stippling brush. But I've been using it with a kabuki lately, so I figured I'd do that in the video. Tap it and buff it into your whole face. I kind of put a lot of powder, which sounds really bad, but I have really oily skin and I don't want this to come off. And this powder works really well. I love it. I've been using it for over a year now, along with a concealer. Let's just buff it into your skin like that. And just to mattify any spots that didn't mattify, I love to take, this is so weird, like I'm going to take my Makeup Forever, I only have 3 minutes left on my camera, my Makeup Forever Professional HD powder, and the same kabuki. Running out of memory. And just kind of put it in any places that weren't fully mattified because I feel like this completely mattifies all of them. Oh, it's hard to breathe. All powdery. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to set that with my MAC Fix Plus spray one more time. I think it adds a little bit of a glow, which is nice. Not like an oily glow, just like a, oh, she has such a natural glow about her. I don't know. So that is it for my foundation routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone. Love you.